Shinto, the indigenous spirituality of Japan, is a belief system deeply connected to nature, the kami, divine spirits, and the cycles of life. In Shinto mythology, the world is populated with countless kami, who inhabit rivers, mountains, trees, and even people. However, among these spirits, three deities stand out as central figures in the creation and ongoing maintenance of the universe: Amaterasu, Tsukuyomi, and Susanoo. Join us as we explore the profound stories of these three sibling deities, whose actions shape the heavens, the earth, and the underworld. Their myths tell of creation, conflict, and resolution, reflecting the core values of harmony, respect, and balance that permeate Shinto belief. Amaterasu, the radiant sun goddess. At the heart of Shinto mythology is Amaterasu Omikami, the goddess of the sun and the ruler of the heavens. Amaterasu's brilliance and warmth are essential to life, and she is revered as the most powerful and benevolent of all the kami. As the ancestor of Japan's imperial family, Amaterasu holds a special place in the cultural identity of the Japanese people, symbolizing light, purity, and divine authority. Amaterasu was born from her father, the creator god Izanagi, when he purified himself after escaping the underworld. As he washed his left eye, Amaterasu emerged, radiating light and beauty. Her presence was so magnificent that she was given dominion over the heavens and tasked with illuminating the world. However, Amaterasu's reign was not without challenges. Her most famous myth is the story of her self-imposed exile. After a violent altercation with her brother, Susanoo, the storm god, Amaterasu withdrew into a cave, plunging the world into darkness. The sun disappeared, crops withered, and the kami and mortals alike were plunged into despair. It was only through the cunning and creativity of the other gods that Amaterasu was coaxed out of her cave. They held a grand festival outside the cave's entrance, filled with music, dance, and laughter. Curious about the noise, Amaterasu peeked out, and a mirror, placed outside the cave by the gods, reflected her radiant beauty back at her. Mesmerized by her own light, she emerged, restoring sunlight and life to the world. Amaterasu's story is a reminder of the importance of light, both literal and symbolic. Her retreat into the cave reflects the way that conflict and chaos can obscure clarity and peace, but her return signifies the restorative power of harmony, beauty, and community. Tsukuyomi, the moon god and guardian of the night. In contrast to his sister's bright and warm presence, Tsukuyomi, the god of the moon, rules over the night. He was also born from the purification ritual of Izanagi, emerging from his right eye as a reflection of the calm and cool light of the moon. While Amaterasu shines brightly over the day, Tsukuyomi's role is to bring calm and order to the night, ensuring the balance between light and darkness. Though Tsukuyomi plays an essential role in maintaining the natural order, he is often portrayed as a more aloof and distant figure compared to Amaterasu. His most significant myth is one that explains why the sun and moon no longer share the sky together. After being sent by Amaterasu to represent her at a feast hosted by the food goddess, Ukamochi, Tsukuyomi was horrified by her method of preparing food. Ukamochi, in a miraculous display, produced food by spitting it out from her mouth. Disgusted by this, Tsukuyomi killed her in a fit of anger. When Amaterasu learned of her brother's actions, she was furious and banished him from her presence, vowing never to look upon him again. This myth explains the separation of the sun and the moon in the sky, with day and night eternally divided. Tsukuyomi's role as the moon god thus became associated with a more distant, solemn, and sometimes misunderstood presence, unlike the warmth and life-giving radiance of his sister, Amaterasu. Despite his tragic fall from grace, Tsukuyomi's calm, reflective light is still a necessary counterpart to the sun's brilliance. His presence in the sky ensures the balance between day and night, action and rest, and the eternal cycle of time. Susanoo, the storm god and trickster. Perhaps the most complex of the three siblings is Susanoo, the god of storms, the sea, and mischief. He is the embodiment of wild, untamed nature, with a personality to match, passionate, unpredictable, and at times destructive. His myths often place him in opposition to his sister, Amaterasu, representing the chaotic forces that challenge the established order. Susanu's creation, like his siblings, came from Izanagi's purification. He was born from the water Izanagi used to cleanse his nose. From the start, Susanu's nature was tumultuous. When his father commanded him to rule over the seas, Susanu resisted, preferring instead to wander the earth and cause mischief. His most infamous myth is the one in which he confronts Amaterasu. Angry and rebellious, Susanu stormed into his sister's heavenly domain, causing destruction along the way. He uprooted rice fields, defiled sacred spaces, and threw a dead horse into Amaterasu's weaving hall, horrifying her attendants. This act of desecration led to Amaterasu's retreat into the cave, casting the world into darkness. For his reckless behavior, Susanu was banished from the heavens. However, his story doesn't end with his downfall. After his exile, Susanu traveled the earth, eventually redeeming himself through heroic deeds. His most famous act of bravery was slaying the Yamata no Orochi, an 8-headed serpent that had been terrorizing the land. In doing so, Susanoo saved a maiden and discovered a powerful sword inside the serpent's body, the Kusanagi no Tsurugi, a sword that would later become one of the 3 imperial regalia of Japan. Through this act, Susanoo transformed from a chaotic, destructive force into a hero, proving that even the most unpredictable elements of nature can serve a greater purpose. His myth teaches the value of courage, redemption, and the power of transformation, even for the most unruly of spirits. The Divine Siblings, balance of light, dark, and storm. The intertwined stories of Amaterasu, Tsukuyomi, and Susanoo reflect the deep reverence the Shinto tradition holds for balance and harmony. Amaterasu's light and order, Tsukuyomi's calm reflection, and Susanoo's wild storm form a triad that mirrors the natural world, each deity representing a necessary aspect of life. These gods were not just mythical figures. They were seen as guardians of the Japanese people, influencing both the spiritual and physical realms. Their actions shaped the world, bringing light and darkness, chaos and order, creation and destruction. The delicate balance between these forces was essential for the well-being of the universe. The myth of Amaterasu's retreat and return shows how disharmony can plunge the world into darkness, but also how community and creativity can restore balance. Tsukuyomi's tale of separation reflects the necessary division between day and night, showing that even estrangement has its place in the cosmic order. Susanoo's journey from chaos to heroism teaches that even the most disruptive forces have the potential to bring about positive change. Together, these myths serve as a reminder of the cyclical nature of the universe and the importance of maintaining harmony within it. In Shinto, the kami are not distant, judgmental gods, but are deeply intertwined with the natural world, reminding mortals of their own responsibilities to maintain balance and respect for the world around them. As we explore these ancient tales, we are invited to reflect on our own lives. Can we, like Amaterasu, bring light to dark times through resilience and beauty? Can we, like Tsukuyomi, find calm and reflection, even when faced with separation and loss? And can we, like Susanoo, channel our passions and wild energy into something greater, transforming chaos into courage? In these stories, we find not only the divine, but also the human. And through them, we learn to navigate the storms and serenity of our own lives. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an adventure with us.